Look at these things over here. I don't know if you can see them. These are those Uber cars. Check that out. Nobody driving them. Got my coffee. Going out on another one today, a familiar one. I was just there the other day, and now she calls me. She said it wouldn't go down before. Look at this. She texts me and she sends me a picture, and she said, look, it won't go up. I don't know if you can see that. Pushing the button and it won't go up. So I just noticed when she was showing me that picture that she had a broken spring when she went across the top of it. So I'm going back out there today, and I'm gonna do her spring change. I got a couple jobs today, but that's one of them. I'm going there. So there you go. Customers just keep calling you and they want you to come out, and then she knows she has a broken spring now. She has to change it. I'm gonna only charge her $789. I'm gonna give her a break because I have done so much work for her. They don't just call you once, they call you all the time. Any little thing that happens, they're on the phone calling you. And it's very helpful to put your sticker by the wall button. So anyway, when I get there, I'll film the job. Talk at you. I'm back at this store again. So now, this is a weird sized door, so you probably have weird springs on there. Why is all these problems with your door all of a sudden?
You put those in.
I didn't do anything on this door. I only put this in.
I thought you also put the springs
No,
in.
I did it on that other one. Yeah. Remember I gave you such a good deal? I did the spring change and the opener. You forgot about it. So anyway, okay, I got the other spring unwound. The spring is broken here, and then I'm gonna cut. You see the shaft over here? Up there, it's way too long, so I'm gonna cut it. I may even cut it on this side of the drum because you still got more room over there. So I'm gonna cut it right here where the drum is. So be right back. See that? I got the spring down now. I'm gonna slide them both off of one side. I'll be right back. Okay, I got both new springs on now. I got the cable set. I had to cut the shaft, which is right there, this thing here. I had to cut that much off it. This door is like 11.5 feet by 8 high. A weird size door. So the shafts are made for 16-foot doors. So I had to cut this off of the door because it was hanging way over on this side. So now I'm going to start winding the spring. You'll see the door open in about 5 minutes. Okay, door. It's opening now. See you get all the way up. And then I had to reset the limits because the springs are a little more balanced. Springs are changed up there. That noise you hear in the very end when it opens is whoever put this door in. It's an 8-foot high door. And if you look up at the drum, there's 7 high drums. So this cable wraps around, and at the end it runs out of drum. So you hear the side of the cable rubbing against the side of the other cable. So that's why you hear that noise. There's nothing you can really do about it. Whoever put the door in actually kind of did a couple things wrong. They didn't put a trailer on the bottom. It goes from nothing over there, the bottom fixtures. And over here you can see like about 1.5 inches of door underneath the bottom fixture. So this floor is off, and they should have put a trailer piece and hinged that to the door and scribed that. They could have scribed anything they want out of it, but they left too much on, so it rubs the door jambs when it gets to on the top. So you'll hear the noise of the cable at the end. You hear? Right there? That's because the drum, it runs out of drum. And you see here, if you see right there where the door is notched out, it actually is rubbing on the door stops. And you know, they kind of filed it, it made its own groove. But that's why you can't scribe more than 1 inch off of these. That guy there left almost 2 inches. So there's too much door under that bottom fixture on this side because the floor is off. And then on this side, he has none. See, he's to the very bottom over here, which that's the way he cheated it in. He didn't want to put a trailer on the door. So he also didn't put 8 high drums on the door either. So that's what you're working with. I don't think people want to change them now they're in. Anytime you tell them that, they say it's been there. Just leave it. These kind of doors are not good. So I'm done basically. That took me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm just taking my time because I want to charge my battery over here. See my battery right there? It's charging. I'll just go write a receipt. Let's see. Okay, it's all done, and the door works now. It goes down. It's weird how this happened only one day apart from that, but you know, you can't break a spring. Nothing you can do to break a spring except for use it. Every time you use it, it's one cycle, so it wears it out a little. Kind of like car tires.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that. It works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in cash.
Okay, you get a tailgate warranty. And that's once you can't see the tailgate of my truck, it's over. So no more warranty after you can't see that. All right, well, hopefully everything works and you won't have to call me for anything petty now. And she gave me $700 cash because I told her I'd give her a little discount if she pays cash, which is good with me. That was on Sunday. I went out there. Like I said before, I get $12.95 for spring changes normally. So anyway, now I'm off to the races. But you see, they call you and they call you and they call you. She just gave me $400 the other day to straighten those wires up. And if I was there at the time, I would have just done the wires, but it's all part of the game. If you guys want to make good money, not work hard, be done in an hour and go home. I mean, you can work every day if you want. I know a guy doing 12 calls a day by himself. He's making over 5,000 a day. So anyway, I will be talking to you on the next one. Over and out. In any event, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on coming up. I think with the economy, people don't care. They still need to get their car in and out. If you learn a trade like this one, a necessity where they need to get in and stuff, you're not going to have to worry about a recession. You don't have to worry about uncertainty. My advice to you guys is just learn a trade. I promise you, you won't regret it. We'll teach you how to do everything, you know, from opening your checking account to getting a business license to your logo, your website, all that stuff. We're there for you. So don't worry about all that stuff. We even give you price sheets. These are laminated price sheets. They have the prices on them. And these are good to take in. When you go inside the customer's house, you can just show them the price. You don't have to make up numbers or anything, and they don't think you're making up numbers if you're uncomfortable with charging. Anyway, www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Get involved. Start being the garage door person in your area. You'll make a lot of money. Like one guy just said, he third week since he started, he's already made $27,000. That's what you could do too. And he still has another week or so to go. So he probably made over $40,000 his first month. And I know it sounds like BS because you hear all these other stupid things online, but the fact of the matter is people are making this money, and I gotta go because I gotta get gas. Over and out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe at the bottom there. If you guys want to get into this business, we have a free lesson for you below. Just click below, watch the free lesson. We'll see you in the course.